Right. What's up, guys? My name is Nathan Vega, and this is the first video of what hopefully will become a series about how I made my music. And this is video number 1, how I made Take Your Time. Yeah, my name is Nathan, also known as Nathan Vega. I'm a 23-year-old Filipino-Australian artist from Melbourne. This is my song, Take Your Time. Before I get into it, if you know my music and you know me, this is track number 1 of my EP called Very Nice. And Very Nice essentially is just, I wanted to make my first project I want it to be very honest and authentic and genuine about myself, like as a reflection of myself and about how I feel about things in my life, how I feel about people in my life. And I think I did a good job in kind of I think I did a good job in terms of kind of expressing those sentiments. And yeah, I just wanted it to be a very fun EP, but also very meaningful and something that people can relate to, something that people can play in their cars while they're driving or dancing in their kitchen or something. I don't know. But yeah, Very Nice is probably some of the best work I've done, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. All the support I've received on it so far, how it's doing on our streaming platforms, and yeah, thank you guys so much for the support. We'll get into the song. We'll get into how I made the song very soon. But before we do, I want to explain. I don't really like giving people like concrete explanations on what my music is about, because I kind of want people to attach their own meanings to it. I don't want to be that guy and just say, hey, this song is about this, okay? So you have to think about this when you're listening to this song. I just like, this song is about this kind of feeling. And I want you to think about that song when you're feeling that kind of feeling in a way. Yeah, I want you guys to attach like your own meaning to it, your own stories, your own emotions to my music, which is something that I like to do to other people's music. And yeah, I feel like if I give a concrete explanation on what it's about, it kind of takes away that kind of freedom with interpreting my music. So I hope you guys are attaching your own meaning to these songs. And I'll stop waffling for now, and we'll get into the song. So we'll start off with drums, which is like Logic's session player thing, which is like a computer that plays drums for you, because I don't know how to play drums and I don't own a drum kit. So this is what we're working with. It's just kick and snare. And the snare has a really cool slapback delay thing going on. Yeah. I heard this drum beat first when I watched the SpongeBob movie, like the very old one. The end credits have a song called Ocean Man, which has this drum beat, and I was like, that drum beat's really cool. I'm gonna steal it for one of my songs, and I did, and now it's here. This drum kit is from some guy on YouTube has like a free sample library for like indie rock, indie pop kind of songs, and I downloaded that, and this is the drum kit for it. I forgot who it was. So if it was you and you're watching this, thank you for the sample library. It really, I think it added a lot more. It just added a lot more to my tracks, especially in Very Nice. So I'm really thankful that you have that, and it's worked really well. But I also paired it with this Spitfire Audio Labs, which is like another free sample library thing where you can download a bunch of sounds and everything. And this is the vintage drums pack from it. It's just for the ride, because I think the ride on this kit didn't really fit what I was going for in this song. Yeah, nothing too crazy. So pair that with the kick and snare. It's pretty good. And I also layered it with another crash, just to give it a little more. Oh, here. Yeah, nice. Sick. Alright, that's drums for pretty much the whole song. Yeah, the whole song just follows this kind of drum beat. It has like fills here and there, like here. Yeah, very simple stuff. Alright, we'll move on to bass for verse 1, which is also from the same sample library from that guy on YouTube. That guy on YouTube. He added stuff like synths, drums, bass, and guitar sounds, and this is the clean bass sound from it. It's pretty good. I'm not that great at bass, so there's nothing too crazy going on here. Just that. Yeah, for verse 1. I guess we'll move on to synth now, which I have this electric piano happening here. It's a very like Kuko sound. If you know the artist Kuko, when I was making this is a sound from like Logic's sample library or something, but I tweaked it a bit to make it sound like this, and I really like it. Yeah. I think it's very bedroom pop, and that's kind of the sound I'm going for, especially in this EP. But it's just that for the whole time. It's very subtle in the background, but it kind of fills up parts that are missing in the first verse. So yeah, we'll move on to guitars now, which pretty much carry the song. Not carry, but like most of the song is guitars, if you can tell. Oh man. I know like a lot of producers, and I have a lot of friends who produce music. They're gonna watch this. If they do watch this, they're gonna be like, "What are you doing? Just leave me alone, okay? This is how I produce, and this is how it works for me." All right. So in the verse, I have this lead line that follows the main vocals. Yeah, just like this. The vocal line of verse 1. Just the climb up part though, like the pentatonic climb up. Yeah. I have that in a high octave and a low octave, just to fill it up a little more. So this is the high octave. Oh, this is the low octave. I haven't touched this project in like a year, okay? So let me figure out what I'm doing here. Okay, and this is the high octave here. I swear. Yeah, and them two layered together just sounds pretty good. Yeah. I like that a lot. Alright, we'll move on to rhythm guitar, which I have just the basic strumming pattern, which pretty much the strumming pattern stays the same for the whole song. I think it just drives it and keeps the dynamic going for this whole song, like accompanied with the drum kit and the bass. Like this is your classic indie rock kind of sound. Yeah, I think this is one of Logic's like stock guitar sounds that I tweaked a bit. I forgot which one it was because I haven't touched this project in a while. But I have 2 guitar tracks recorded. I have one pan right and one pan left, which I do for all my music because it fills it up a lot. Like compare that to this if I just had one track just going straight down the middle. Which sounds a bit weird and like unnatural. Whereas if I have 2 tracks, it sounds a lot more real and full. So I have that strumming layered with this high like single note strum, which is a very modulated chorusy guitar sound, very vibrato. Which if you've been to any of my live shows, you will know that vibrato is my goat. I love using my vibrato pedal, and it's not in here because I don't really like using a pedal board when I'm recording music because I like to have the freedom to tweak stuff after I've recorded and everything. So this is just straight DI straight into my laptop, and it sounds like this. Yeah, I like that a lot. Yeah, so that's pretty much all that's going on with verse 1 in terms of guitar. It's just yeah, I like that a lot. Alright, we'll go into vocals now, which are not the most important part, but it's hard to tell a story without words, so I think words really help. This is a not a free plugin, but a plugin that I got on sale. I saw an ad for it. It's a universal audio like vocal suite, but yeah, it's got everything you need, like EQ, compression, other effects and everything, which I don't really use the effects. Yeah, this is just what it sounds like on its own. It's pretty compressed and it's a bit like saturated, which I think is good for a song like this. For vocals, I do 3 takes of like the main vocal. I have one main vocal going straight down the middle, and then 2 going left and right that are very quiet and subtle, but it fills it up a lot more. Like, don't wanna be alone, 'cause we're miles apart. This is with the pan vocals. If I take it off here, it just sounds a bit empty. Don't wanna be alone, not empty, but I think you want to have something a lot bigger, especially for a song like this. Yeah, and I thought that when I sang this part, it sounded a bit thin. Yeah, when I sang that part, it sounded a bit thin, so I added like a low harmony at the bottom underneath, just when I'm hitting those high notes. Yeah. Till I see you on my phone, now you don't feel so far. Yeah, just for the high notes, and I think it worked. It's what it needed. It's a little subtle as well, but I think when you're making music like this, you don't want anything to be too like out of nowhere and yeah, just appear and you're like, wait, where did that sound come from? So that's why a lot of the stuff I add is a bit subtle, but it feels more natural that way. I think this is actually the first vocal takes I did when I was recording this. When I made the first demo, whenever I'm making songs like this, I always try to include the earliest takes possible, because I think that's when, when you first lay the tracks down, that's when you first get the inspiration and the motivation for that song. So I think it's really important to try to maintain and keep that same energy and inspiration and that kind of spark in the final track, because yeah, I try to keep my songs as close to the demo as possible without making it, not like keeping as close to the demo as possible, like trying not to deviate too far from what the original song was, because I don't want to make something from scratch and have it not have the same kind of energy and magic that the first demo had. So yeah, I try to include the earliest takes possible. It's not like this. Damn, I've been at home sick for like the past few days, so I haven't really shaved or anything, so my facial hair is going a bit crazy, but just ignore it. Just ignore it. Alright, yeah, that's verse 1. Don't wanna be alone. Yeah. Drums. Yeah. I like that. Chorus 1 is where we start to pick things up. I include the drums stay the same in this, but I add like I add a synth pad for this part. Yeah, it's great. Just to add a little more. And I have the same kind of melody lead line thing, following the chorus melody, low octave, high octave, just following the melody. Alright. As long as you're just to give it a little more. I can say that a lot. And yeah, same thing. High strumming, low strumming, blah blah blah. Same strumming pattern, but I introduced this low distorted guitar. Yeah, just to. I think it adds, it just builds it up so much more. And people are like, oh wait, something's happening. This is the chorus now. Yeah, that's sick. Yeah, and for the chorus, same thing with the vocals. Main vocal going straight down the middle, left and right vocals, harmony vocals. And I also have this high falsetto vocals happening. It doesn't sound that great, but it's there and it's doing its job. Yeah. I just like having high vocals like this. I think it's fun to include, and when you hear it in the background, it's like, oh, that's there. That's cool. But I'm really bad at singing falsetto, so that's why they're kind of low, but yeah, it still works. Alright, we'll move on to verse 2 now, which musically nothing else is really happening. Like, this song stays the same pretty much the whole time, in terms of dynamics. It's just like, it goes like there, here, a little bit more down, and then it goes up and then up, and yeah, but there's nothing too crazy happening. Like, the drum beat stays the same, the bass groove stays the same, the guitar strumming stays the same. I just introduced the shaker here. Never mind. I guess we'll never hear this freaking shaker. Yeah, shaker and tambourine. It's also Logic's like session thing because I don't have a shaker or a tambourine, but it works well. Just included with the drum beat. Yeah, just to give it a little more high end in the mix. And yeah, same thing happening with the bass, just that same kind of pattern. I sound constipated, bro. Yeah. I keep the synth pad going from the chorus into verse 2. Just to keep driving it, keep building that momentum for what else is to come. And I have this little lick at the end. In the end of verse 2, I have the lyrics go, please don't fall asleep. So please don't fall asleep. So I like to imagine that these notes here are like the response to that last sentence that I say. Like, please don't fall asleep, please don't fall asleep. You know? Fall asleep. Please don't fall asleep. I didn't actually record me singing that, but I just wanted people to imagine that that's what was happening in verse 2, at the end of verse 2. But other than that, yeah, same thing with the guitars and everything. Same strumming pattern and the lead line stuff happening. Yeah. Chorus 2 is where stuff starts to pick up. I have I put another tambourine just because, why not? Who cares? Just to give a little more oomph. Bass is happening here as well. If you listen to my music, a lot of my music has this same kind of bass climb up. This one, which is I'm not really good at writing bass lines and stuff, so this is the most creative I'll come with this. And synth, same thing happening. The what's this called? The electric piano, as well as the synth pad. But I got a Logic flute. And I tweaked it to sound like a mellotron. So I have this mellotron thing kind of in the background as well. Just to fill it up a little more. Yeah, I like that. Can't really hear it, like a lot of the stuff that's happening, but it's there. Okay, it's there, guys. I swear. And then yeah, same thing happening with guitar, chorus, lead line. The strumming stuff is here, but I also introduce alongside the low guitar strums some high guitar strums, which fills it up so much. I love this. Oh my gosh. Yeah, just really distorted, but it is like yeah. Which pretty much these kind of sounds just follow throughout the rest of the song. We'll move on to after chorus 2, which is the guitar solo. Which for synth, I just add this It's like, it's the same as this, but it's just a higher pitch, higher octave. I think it's like 2 octaves higher. Yes, like with the rest of it, it's it adds a little more high end to the mix and stuff like that, whatever that means. And this is, I think this is really cool. This is the guitar solo for it. This is the same take, but it's panned left and right. I don't know why. I feel like it makes it sound more full. I might be tripping, but yeah. I have that as well as a harmony for the solo, which is cool. Higher octave. This part is sick. Yeah, when I first recorded this guitar solo, I actually wasn't very happy with it. I thought I could be a little more creative instead of just following like the lead line, the vocal line and everything. But I didn't have time to re-record it, so I just left it there, made the first demo, and just kept listening to the same demo over and over again. But it kind of stuck with me, this guitar solo, and I was like, you know what? I try to keep the earliest text possible, so I'll leave this guitar solo in here. And it worked out well because now I actually really like it. There's nothing else crazy happening in chorus 2 and the guitar solo. I have this picking thing that's happening in the background. Pretty basic. It's the same picking thing that I have in my other song, Just You. I don't know what else to put in. Like, I just want to add more stuff in the choruses, but I don't know what else to put for guitar. But I think this works. Yeah. And obviously, there's no vocals in the guitar solo part on this. And yeah, final chorus is happening here. And that picking thing I talked about just before, I add like another one, like a harmonized one of it. They're panning like right and left, and I like it. There's nothing else going on. Oh, I have this synth. It's from this decent sampler plugin. It's like Labs. You can get like a bunch of different sounds in it, and I got this Casio thing. I've never heard of this instrument before, but it sounds so sick. It sounds like a old Nintendo video game. You know what I mean? When you're in the game and there's like music happening and stuff. That's what it is. But I like it. It's like a cool organ type of thing, and it's free as well. This plugin is free if you guys want to have a look. Yeah, that's pretty much the most that happens with the synths and stuff. Yeah. And yeah, there's nothing else added into guitars. Same vocal thing happening. Yeah, main vocal, left and right vocals, harmonies, higher octave vocal. But in the last like outro, there's this cool effect that I learned from watching Dayglow, who, if you don't know, is another artist who makes his own music and everything. He also makes videos on how he made his songs, and I used to watch this a lot when I was first making music, and it taught me a lot about just making music in general and producing, and I got the idea to make these videos from his videos. So I learned this technique from it, and I learned so much more from him, like vocal takes, like panning left and right and everything. So I owe a lot of my, I guess, producing knowledge and musical knowledge and stuff to him and his videos. So if you're watching somehow, Sloan, thank you. This helped a lot. And yeah, he taught me this cool effect that I can do with my vocals, which is pretty much you add like a delay onto it, but you just change the timing of it every few bars, and it sounds crazy. It sounds like this. Take your time, darling, I'll be alright, as long as you're always there. Oh yeah. I like that. Oh yeah, I like that. It's a weird effect, but it's really cool. Like that. Because I wanted the last chorus of this song to be very like kind of getting crazy. Yeah, I don't know why. I just wanted the song to get crazy towards the end. So I also added some bit crusher and a distortion plugin at the end that just ramps up at the end of the song. But I didn't want it to be too crazy, or else like you wouldn't be able to hear it. But if you listen, it slowly just gets a little more distorted. Like compare this to like back here. crazy, and then cut. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it with this song. Goodness me, I have so many layers. Oh gosh. Alright, well, if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for streaming the EP. Thank you for streaming this song and the rest of my music. And yeah, thank you for the support. I'm very glad I'm finally talking to you guys like this. And I hope to do another video like this very soon. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching me break down this song. Before I let you go, I'd like to say that it's been real, and it's been good, and it's been real good.